Hello everybody, welcome to Bot Bros. This is a new channel which will teach you all the Python and the AI related stuff in the next 99 days. So, first day is going to be Python basic and setup. So, for setup, just go to browser and press Python 3 version download and you will find the latest download version. Just press download Python and then go to download Python 3.13.2, which we're going to download, and just press save. Once the download is completed, we will open the file and press install the Python. Make sure you add Python exe to path and press install. So once the installation process begins, it will take some time for the whole process to finish. So once the Python download was successfully completed, what we'll be doing is continue the process of further steps. What we'll be doing is just going to desired location where we want the Python. We see Python downloaded. We just click here and then take the Python 313 location, keep it in a notepad, just store it in one place, and then open the file, go to scripts, copy the location as well, and then store it in the notepad. So the reason what we are doing is because we will be going to our environment variable and then adding these two into those environment variables. So now once we enter the environmental variables, we will see path and then edit and then put these two into the location. As you see, it already exists here. I don't need to do it, but if you don't have, please press edit and then add those two locations. Now as it is present, we'll be going to the next step. So now what we'll be doing is step is to learn the basic Python and setup. To learn Python, we have three IDs. So we use Jupyter Notebook for all the Python related stuff. I know there is VS Code, but let's learn in the proper industrial way how it is done. So to install Jupyter and proceed with the Python, what we'll be doing is going to home and then selecting the desired location where we want to create, press new folder, and I'll give the name bot bros. So once we open this, we just go to the location path and press cmd. This will open us the terminal where we'll do all the changes. So you see bot bros here. Now I just enter the Python scripts and the Jupyter Notebook scripts that will run all the things that we desire. Now I'll just enter pip hyphen hyphen version to check which is the pip version. Now we can see 24.3.1 is present and Python 3.13 is present. Now I'll just put pip install Jupyter. Remember that the spelling of Jupyter is Gupyter. And now if I run this, this will install and collect and download all the things that we need for Jupyter. So now once the installation is done, what we'll be doing is running both Jupyter and Python simultaneously to make sure everything is fine. So we'll do pip version again and check Python 3.13, that is the latest version. And then what we'll do is Jupyter hyphen hyphen version. So this will give us which version we are using in Jupyter. So you can see here IPython is 8.32.0 and then all the Jupyter services and then Qt console. So now to open the Jupyter console, we have to be in the right folder of where want to put all our folders in. So now put Jupyter Notebook. And this will run the Jupyter Notebook for us. Here in localhost 888 backslash 3, you can run the Jupyter Notebook. So here all the Jupyter documents will be present. It'll take few seconds when it is running for the first time, but once it is done, it'll be fast. Now press new, press Python 3. Here the Python 3 file will be open. Here we'll see all the basic things that you have to keep in mind. So the first one is going to be renaming it. Before renaming it, we will see Jupyter Notebook. Here renaming it. Here we put day 1 of our pod bros challenge, and then last checkpoint was 24 seconds. All the menu is present in file, edit, view, run. You have multiple options and exploring it on your own. So the main things that we need is here when it turns blue, it is in command. Right now, what we have to do is run our first Python code. So if I run this, this will run the first Python program, that is hello world. So for any programmer, this will be their first program that they write in any other language. And print states that Python, please do print hello world. So this, once we have completed the most basic challenge, second one what we'll be learning is single line comment and multi-line comment. For single line comment, what we'll be doing is single line comment. We'll use hash for single line comment, and for multi-line comment, what we'll be using is triple quotes of single or double. It doesn't matter. It has to be in triple quotes. Okay. So now is observe what exactly happens in putting hash. So I put hash print hello world. So when I run this, it stays the same. It doesn't give me any output like hello world, because we have told this it is just a simple comment, that is a single line comment. So hence it doesn't print anything, it stays the same. To do a multi-line comment, what we'll be doing is triple quotes and then hey there, today is day 1 of 56 days challenge. So now we'll be looking at variables and data types. Primarily, what we have to do is declare a variable, giving it a certain value. Now I'll put name is equal to Rocky. This states that name is a string and Rocky is the string that has to be stored in name. Now, if I put age equal to 25, that means that age has to store the value 25, and age now becomes an integer. Now, I'll put height is equal to 6.5 feet. Okay, so now this height will store float values, or sometimes called as double. Now we'll check if Rocky is student, and is student is Rocky by, it is false. So is student stores a boolean value. So now we have initiated all those things in the variables, and now we'll check what data type have been stored in those variables. So we'll put print type and then name. So print type name will give us error. Silly error that what we had experienced was false had to be with a capital F as it is case sensitive. Now you can see here print type name will give us class str. Str means string. So now let's check for other variables. Okay, so now I'll just copy this and then instead of name I'll put it as age. I'll check whether age, what is the height, and finally what is student data type as. So now if I run this, it will give us all the data types present in the variables. So now name will have string, and then age it will be integer, for height it will be float, and for each student it will be boolean. So now once all this is done, this is basic data types and variables in Python. Next one is type conversion. Type conversion is converting one variable to other. Now if I have to convert age, which is integer, to convert it to float, I'll put age equal to float in brackets, I would say of age. So now what this will do is convert the age that is present in integer. Now if I print age, it will print as 25.0, but age there is just 25. And where did this point 0 come from? It has done the type conversion of integer to float and say that 25.0. Now if I create here again print age, so now what will the latest age be? It will be 25.0 because the type conversion has been done and age right now is in float value. If I remove the age and put it int and rerun this, it will give us 25. There is no point 0 because 25 is an integer and 25.0 is a float. So now once all this is done, let's do type conversion for others as well. Now age is equal to string of age. For string, it's just str. What do you think the output is going to be? Now I'll run this. It's going to be 25. Is there any difference that you can see? Right now, we don't know what the exact data type is in age. So now I do print type of age. And this, it's a trick question for you. Tell me what exactly it will be. 3, 2, 1. And the data type present in age is int. Why did this come up? What was the error or what exactly has happened? Here we have converted int age to 25 and the string has not been completed. That the reason is we have not run the string part, it has stayed in the integer part. Now we look at how to take input from user. Just press user name and then input double quotes enter your name. So this here will take the name of the user and store it in username. So now next line I'm going to do user age. So in user age we will see that the age entered by the user will be stored in the user age variable. So username and user age are two variables that will store whatever the value the user enters, and that has to be appropriate values for it to store. Now just put print user name. Hey, username. We'll give a space just to make sure that it looks good. And now we'll do hey username, whatever the user enters. You are comma and then put user age here and then open the quotes and press years old. So now whatever is present in brownish maroon will be printed without any changes. Okay, now I'll just enter your name. Rocky Bhai is the name, and then enter your age. The UE is because of typo error, it's nothing more. Rocky Bhai is 24 years. What the error is username and the username, those two should have a proper case sensitive. Here, as Python is case sensitive, the both username should match. So you can see that errors will exist in Python, and we as programmers have to make sure that there are none. I'll say again, enter your name Rocky and enter your age 24. Hey Rocky, you're 24 years. So now we'll be learning about fstring or formatting string. So what exactly we'll be doing in formatting is that we'll be printing a certain values without using any double quotes. We will be printing the username and the user age, but inside the user age we can give an additional +1 to make sure that we can tell the user that next year you will be x plus 1 years old. So for that we will be running print hello username you will be int user age +1 years old next year. So once I run this command, it has to store the value and then print it out. So now let's run this command. We found the error. Again, it is because of case sensitivity. User age is not matching on both the sides. So I'll just change user age and now rerun it again. And this again gives us the error because can only concatenate string and not integer to string. So what exact problem was the user age has been entered as an integer that we had entered. So what we'll do is just make sure that user age is integer. What we'll be doing is converting just user age to integer and adding it. Converted only user age to integer and doing +1. So int is will not be used. And now int converts user age. So now here it says, hello Rocky, you will be 25 years old next year. So now we'll have the challenge to create a personalized age calculator where you take name and DOB to calculate the user's age and give them give the output. So you're gonna do a personalized age calculator where you will take the name and DOB to calculate the user's age and give the output. So this is gonna be our day one, giving you the challenge. Make sure you complete it before the next day. Thank you.